Oh, it's that time again.
Oh, the
Traitors.
Traitors. So I remember we were saying this wasn't the last episode. We weren't sure if this was the last episode or not. There's one more.
No, there's 2 more.
Oh, there's 2
This
more.
was episode 10. There's the
12.
finale and then the reunion.
Okay.
So there's 1 more of the show and then the reunion.
Okay, so we're
And they're
going to see who
both-
wins next week.
And I believe they're both being released this Thursday. I think they both come out at the same time.
You're
I
kidding.
think, well, the reunion show, yeah. I'm not sure.
That's
But I think
exciting.
so.
Okay.
But I think so. So let's get into it because a lot happened in this episode.
Oh, this was a
There was
juicy
so
one.
much happening. Of course,
Ugh.
I accept.
We knew that Brittany was going to
Of course.
accept.
Was she not gonna? She was gonna be murdered. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't she? She says, "You're my person." Oh my God, I cannot.
Why does Brittany love Danielle so much? I don't know. I don't know because they're from Big Brother. Like
They
I don't.
squash their beef. I don't know.
I guess.
She puts the cape on her.
Yeah, we
And
knew
Brittany
that was
would
going to
rather win
happen,
with
and because she
no
knew
one.
she was going to get murdered if she didn't accept.
And there's no one she would rather win with than Danielle.
I think it's an act.
Danielle needs so much.
I think she's afraid of Danielle.
she needs conditioner. This is the bigger problem.
Oh.
We can't even go into the show until we discuss her dry, disgusting
hair.
hair.
Yeah,
What is going on?
I don't know.
Get yourself some Moroccan cream rinse, Danielle, and sit there with it in your hair. I can't. I'm telling you, it looks like the bugs are gonna come crawling out of it.
Well,
from
that's like when
5 episodes ago.
when they had that bug thing. How did she get them out
I
of
don't
that
know.
hair?
I don't even want to think about
don't
it.
wanna
But
think
it's
about
driving me mental. It looks painful. It looks like it might itch. Like, anyhow, it's just driving me crazy. But let's now get into the actual things that mean something. The game. I have the
So Danielle is like glowing happy because Brittany's with her now. She's got her partner in crime.
exactly, and then we see the traitors in the turret.
Yeah.
Danielle takes the hood off. Girl,
So.
Brittany will do everything she can to get them to the end of the game. Everybody has to go, they say, except Dylan and Dolo.
Okay.
There
I was
must
happy to
be-
hear that
yeah,
because
me
I
too.
really want Dylan
Dolo's
there.
made it to the end.
And Dolo,
She made it to the end.
Dolo's
Shows
good.
you- it
Well,
shows you-
no, we're going to talk about it later. I'm disappointed in Dolo about her suspecting Ivar, but we'll get to that.
Oh, well, she keeps throwing votes away. It's just like, what are you doing?
She's throwing votes away,
But
but
Dolo,
still love her.
It just, listen, Teresa Giudice and all the other biatches on Jersey, it just shows you that you get way further with honey than with vinegar.
you absolutely do.
right?
So you're playing it the right way.
So they must protect Dylan and Dolo at all costs.
Okay.
Because they both believe
That's
that
good.
Danielle is not a traitor, but a faithful.
So we think.
So she says, Tom and Gabby are on to you, Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
And now we cut to the breakfast room.
So,
Dylan
well,
and-
they were floating
sorry.
Ivar,
Oh,
Gabby, and Tom. And then we find out at the breakfast table who
wait.
it was.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you haven't
Spoiler
seen
alert.
it, we're going to tell you. Well, first, wait. We get into the breakfast room, and Dylan and Danielle are in there first. And Danielle tells Dylan he's her person. Then Brittany and Dolo show up. Brittany loves her first morning as a traitor. No remorse, no regret, she says.
Yeah.
Gabby shows up, and then Ivar, and Gabby dead set that Danielle is a traitor.
And I liked how Gabby said traitors are clinically insane.
That was funny.
Because you know who she means when
Yes.
she says that. She means
The
shaky,
crazy-
Tourette's,
The crazy
Danielle.
acting of Danielle. And spoiler alert, you say it, Kristen, who is murdered?
Tom Sandoval.
Tom is murdered.
I thought it was going to be Ivar. No more Tom.
Tom, I knew it.
You know, he took it well. He took it better than I thought because I thought he was going to be like, damn, I wanted to get to the end. But
I
I
love that
think what
music.
he said, I do. He basically in so many words said he proved his worth. And I think Sandoval is kind of behind us now. So you did a good job, Tom.
I turned out to be good at it, which is kind of fucking cool. I didn't think he was that good at it, personally.
Okay.
He was valued and respected, things he's not used to very clearly.
Of course. And you know what? He deserved to say it. He won me over, and he kind of redeemed himself with me.
Not with me. Okay. Listen, maybe he's not pond scum, amoeba-like bacteria in a pond. Okay, so now he's human again.
Okay,
he's human with me. He hasn't redeemed himself.
He's back at even.
But he's back at human.
Human. That's a good way to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not pond scum. He's not a little bacteria spore. But our friend Alan shows up. Tom, for once you are actually faithful.
Oh, that was the
great
best.
Dig.
Did you like what Alan was wearing?
Of course.
That blue ruffle shirt. Oh, I loved
with
it.
With the leather kilt and the black boots. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the leather gloves. I mean, it was amazing. Mm-hmm. That I would just love to know who's doing the outfits because they're phenomenal.
Fabulous.
I mean, if they haven't gotten him right, so now there's 6 of them left. 6. Danielle's going to be working on Brittany for banishment.
Yeah.
Danielle says she can't trust Dolo completely. Mm-hmm. And Dolo's not sure who she's voting for. And Dolo trusts Danielle.
Did Danielle say she doesn't know if she trusts Dolo completely?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I don't know. Why does Dolo love Danielle so much?
Dolo is, I don't know. And maybe she's just this fun when we're not seeing her like frizzy-haired ridiculousness.
Now she seems crazy to me.
Well, she's not seen any of the behavior we've seen, other than her being psycho, like crying. You know what I mean? Like she's
just
not.
An emotional
we've seen all the behavior,
case.
how she turned on Carolyn and she turned on Rob, and hate. Like we've seen all her craziness.
In an interview, just a side note, Chrishell said that Danielle was swearing on her grandkids. Ooh. And she's like, who would swear on their grandkids? Like, how could you not believe someone who would swear on their grandkids? So I just think that she's not a good person.
Again? Who said that?
Chrishell said in an interview.
Oh, wow.
She was like, we didn't, we weren't sure about Danielle because she was swearing on her grandkids.
That's bizarre.
That's bizarre behavior. That's just bad person behavior.
Just, right. Swearing on anyone is just not good, like, juju.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
No.
Dylan and Ivar are talking. They both say, we are faithfuls. We are the faithfuls. And they believe each other. Mm-hmm. And Ivar is also dead set on our girl.
Danielle. So Ivar's got good instincts.
Dylan doesn't trust Gabby.
No.
Which is, again, but Dolo keeps wasting
it's
her
almost
votes.
A compliment to Gabby because Gabby is so smart.
No, Gabby's great.
And she's so good at this game.
She's a good player.
So he might be like, is she just tricking us
She's
all?
a good player. She's smart.
Yeah.
I like Gabby.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Gabby.
She was kind of like a quiet one in the beginning, but she's really come through and she might win. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm like, is she going to win?
I saw on Boston Rob's Instagram, he was like, they were all together this weekend or something. And he's like, wait until you see this finale. You're not going to believe it.
Oh, I can't wait.
The finales are always so good.
Yeah,
God.
This is going to be a big one.
Gabby and Brittany talk, and she thinks Dolo and Danielle, but Danielle for sure.
Yeah.
So Brittany's like, oh, now it's Brittany sitting there. So it's like,
she's telling the traitor.
Brittany's lucky she got in this late because people are already convinced she's a faithful, and they're probably not looking at her or changing their mind.
Yeah, I know. I guess Brittany in her own way is playing it well too.
But Dylan and Brittany talk, and Brittany's trying to cast the sus now onto Gabby.
Yeah, right.
So it's like there's so much gameplay happening.
Yeah, there is. But I guess Brittany is a pretty good game player in her own way.
Oh no,
right.
I mean, she's nobody's ever written her name down.
No,
I don't think
right.
Ever.
You're right. I don't think they have.
And Danielle says she's going to annihilate you, Gabby.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Use your conditioner that you're not using on your hair and squirt it all over her face? Well, how are you going to annihilate her? Oh, God. Now, the mission was actually very interesting. Unless
but
you
wait,
want to
can
jump
we go
back
to
yes,
something
of course.
really quick?
Let's go back.
It was interesting when Gabby and Danielle were sitting next to each other by the fire.
Oh, yeah.
And they just weren't talking. And Gabby was like, awkward silence.
I'm not going to talk. She was like, I'm not going to talk.
I'm not going to do
Who was
anything.
the one that said she didn't care who I was before the other girls left? Who said that? Dolo?
Yeah,
No.
No, I think it was Danielle?
I'm not sure who said that, but she was just like, Gabby
like they
didn't
didn't. She
give a crap
Gabby
who I
kept
was. Or maybe it
people
was
out.
Brittany.
It might have been Brittany.
That's why they were sitting there like, and Gabby's like, I'm not saying anything.
Oh, it was Brittany. Yes.
Right.
But anyway, Gabby won't give in to a cold-blooded killer. So that was really good. And also, one other thing is I noted, Dolores tells Dylan that it's up in the air between Gabby and Ivar for her. So
she's wasting her votes.
Shooting wrong. Like
She keeps wasting her votes.
I think that in this respect, Dolores is playing more on emotion than the game.
Dolores isn't exactly Copernicus.
She's friends with Danielle, so she feels like I just can't vote for her because she's my friend. And it's not how you play the game.
Yeah, no, Danielle's not, as I said, Dolo's not exactly Copernicus, you know? So, you know, she is
voting on emotion.
She goes by loyalty.
No.
You know, what she feels in her heart, you know?
No.
So
anyway,
shall we get to the mission?
Yes.
Who's going to get the power of the seer? Ooh, the seer.
Yeah.
This is great. So now basically whoever makes the most money and puts it in the pot will win the power of the seer.
Yeah.
Which is they can sit down with one person and they must tell if they are faithful or a traitor.
Right.
So that's a huge piece. There was never a seer before this.
No.
I've never seen the seer in this game.
And in this all these seasons.
Which is great because that's a huge piece of information because now you're getting down to very few.
Yeah.
But we still don't know who the seer is because they keeping it for the round table. And of course they left us on a big fat cliffhanger. But first, let's talk about the mission. So Alan's outfit with the white collar and he looked like an old Scottish painting, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Like those, you know, the kids back or the people back in the, 1800s.
Yeah.
And they'd have the white collars on and the gold straps on the blue blouse was just fantastic.
Love it. I just love him.
So they basically send them through smelly bags, the dolls, and the creepy clowns.
Oh, of course they had to bring those creepy clowns.
Those clowns are freaking creepy.
Oh, man. It's like freaky.
And Danielle is hell-bent on being the seer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hell-bent. But she's just, again, making a weird spectacle of herself.
Yeah, she is.
You know?
Yeah.
Because she knows, you dum-dum. I don't know. She's just playing this game like such a turd.
I don't think she's playing it good. From the beginning to now, I can't even believe she's still there. I don't know.
So we don't know who won it, and we don't know who the seer is.
No.
Now they shower and are back at the castle for more gameplay before the round table.
Yes.
Gabby.
So who did, but wait, just to go back to, do we know who got the most money? They didn't
We don't.
say.
No, we won't know until after the round table.
Okay, that's how it goes. Okay, because I feel like Danielle was the one that might have gotten the most money, which sucks.
She was hell-bent, but we saw a lot of people putting gold in their pockets and then putting it in. So when they were going through the smelly bags. Yeah. So no,
those smelly bags were literally full of like
we won't
dung,
know until
right?
next week, which is the final episode.
Yeah. Okay.
So now Gabby has to banish Danielle and tells that to Dylan. She thinks her and Carolyn was the traitor on traitor behavior.
Yes.
Like when they were fighting back and forth, it was like Boston Rob and Bob the drag queen.
Right.
So that's her.
And she's really going on that.
And there's tons of evidence.
Yes.
And there's not a lot of evidence generally in the game. So
yes.
Dylan says to Danielle, it's you or Gabby tonight.
I give him credit for having the courage to say it to Danielle's face. And, she's given him that, like, pathetic look, like...
Oh, the overacting.
I can't. The overacting is insane. I hope Dylan sees this.
Dylan, I'm so hurt. Shut up.
Yeah, like,
Dylan, I'm so hurt. And then the tears... It's like, shut the fuck up,
Shut the fuck up, you crazy lunatic.
Danielle's like, this is going to be a huge battle for me.
Mm-hmm.
But she has Brittany by her side, so she's happy she has someone on her team.
Now, is Brittany really on her side? Or is Brittany acting? Or is Brittany afraid?
I think Brittany's on her side until she can't be on her side.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Until she has to turn because then it's going to turn her in.
Because then it's going to turn her in.
So I think she's with her until she's not.
Yeah, right.
And she's clearly not. I don't think Danielle's going to make it.
I think
But we don't
Danielle,
know.
in her lunatic mind, she thinks I'm going to get everybody to like me because they're going to root for me and they're going to want me to win.
Because I'm going to cry and overact.
Because I'm going to cry my way to winning. I don't know. Just not a good person here.
Be psycho on my way to winning.
Yeah.
Now, Dolo says she is voting for Gabby or Ivar, as you said
Right.
a few minutes ago.
Mm.
But she needs to hear Gabby's case.
Mm-hmm.
But Gabby didn't even really have to make a case, did she? Because
No.
I don't know. Let's get
Well,
to it.
at the round table, I don't think one person voted for Gabby. But anyway, we'll get to it.
Brittany says, Dolo, do you not understand numbers? We are not counting that high. I was like, oh, don't be making fun of Copernicus over there. Like,
yeah,
she's our family. We like, I'm thinking Dolo's our family.
Yes,
I
know.
We can say,
yeah,
take a few jabs at Dolo, but you can't, Brittany.
No.
You're not a New
And
York
Dolo
teacher.
is very smart, so please.
Brittany
Okay.
is freaking out on Ivar. And she's like, I can't write Danielle's name down. He's like, it's a game. Mm-hmm. It's a game.
It is
like,
a game, and you got to survive.
And
so it's all about
messy.
survival.
Yeah, but I don't know if Ivar then, like, I don't know what's going on in his head. But if I was Ivar, I would have been like, I've never seen Brittany act like this before. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, maybe she's, I don't know. I just would have brought up a little red flag for me with her.
You know, Ivar might be a bit of a silent assassin.
Maybe.
You think? Like he's calm, he's cool, he's got his tea, but he's like
peeing all day.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I think with Ivar? I think he just wants to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he wants to go home.
Like, I want to go home already. Come on. So, so Brittany points to Gabby.
Wait, are we at the round table?
At the round table.
All right, so let's get to the round table.
Yeah.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. Alan shows up, and this will be the last time that they will reveal who's a faithful or a traitor.
Yeah.
Players, I love to say it. The floor is yours. So Brittany starts in on Gabby, but not too harsh.
Yeah.
It wasn't too harsh. Is that what you
No,
were
it
about
wasn't.
to
Yeah,
say?
she doesn't. It's not too harsh. And then Gabby right away points over to Danielle.
Goes right after
Goes
her.
right for her. She was saying it's very reminiscent of traitor on traitor behavior when she went for Carolyn.
And she also said, you had a great case against Carolyn. And I think it's because you're a traitor and you're privy to all the information.
Yeah.
And she's exactly correct.
And I think that Gabby knows Danielle is not that smart.
Yeah.
You know? So I think...
Or she's not that she's not smart. She's just not playing smart in this game.
Playing smart. Right.
You know?
Right.
Ivar thinks the Carolyn and Danielle combo was also the traitor on traitor thing. So,
right. And he points that out.
And they're smart to point it out because that is a very concrete piece of information or evidence that they can point to.
Yeah.
Danielle and her rat's nest hair are so guilty.
They go head to head.
And the worst actress known to mankind.
No, terrible.
And Gabby is not backing down, which I love.
I love that.
And I love that she was like, Gabby, let me talk. And Gabby was like, now you're going to let me talk.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a little like,
I'm going to talk. And then Dolo says she just doesn't see traitor behavior in Danielle. And then Dolo points to Ivar. So she's really pointing wrong.
She's wasting her votes. Yeah. She wasted all of her votes on Tom.
Yeah.
And now
I know.
Now she's wasting them here.
Yeah.
So Dolo, not exactly fabulous gameplay, but all right,
but,
now they
But
vote.
she's still there, like we said. So she's doing something right.
The time for talk is over.
Okay.
It's time to vote. So we have Ivar votes for Danielle.
Right.
Dolo votes
for Ivar.
Votes for Ivar.
And now at this point, right, was it Dylan? One of them, or maybe Brittany, they thought that Dolo was going to vote for Danielle because she gave Danielle a look.
Because she shook her head. Like,
she did like
and looked at Danielle and then nodded.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, maybe.
So I was hoping Dolo was going to vote for Danielle, but she didn't.
Right. So Dolo votes for Ivar.
She voted wrong.
Danielle votes for Ivar, and which is interesting how because she's not going to attack Gabby.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I don't know. Gabby then votes, of course, for Danielle.
Right.
And Brittany votes for Ivar. Dylan is the final vote.
Mm-hmm. And he votes for Danielle, which I was so happy to see.
Thank God.
Thank God. His instincts. He went with his his head and not his heart.
Exactly. He went with
because he likes Danielle. It's his friend.
Right. Whatever.
But
so
whatever.
now it's 3 votes apiece.
Yeah,
and Danielle and Ivar
it's a draw.
get to make one final plea, and they cannot vote in the next vote because it was a dead tie. So they make their plea.
I thought Danielle's plea was so cheap.
To Dylan.
Going to Dylan.
Please don't let me go out
let
like
me go
this.
like
It's like,
this.
shut the fuck up, Danielle.
What do you think? Do you think that, does
Ew.
she think that everyone
Ew.
just wants her to win?
Right. Right. Do they
That's
just
what
wanna
I'm saying.
hand her
She
the
is not
money?
playing the smart at all.
Dylan deserves this money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dylan.
I'm so glad Dylan voted for her again.
Oh, gross. So anyway, now the revote.
Okay, so the revote, Ivar
This
goes
is the
for
big cliffhanger.
Ivar goes for Danielle again,
Good.
which was good.
Dolo votes dumb for Ivar. Oh. Gabby votes for Danielle. And Brittany is the deciding vote.
Yes.
So if Brittany's the deciding vote, we know it's a cliffhanger, but I'm gonna guess she's gonna again vote for Ivar, and Ivar is going to go bye bye, and Ding Ding is gonna still be there. And you know what that means? That she's made it.
So
through the
you
final.
really think that Brittany might surprise us though and
She
vote for
may
Danielle?
have voted for Danielle only because she now might think that Dolo changed her vote because she did the nod and the look.
That's what we were saying.
She may, so that's why they left us in a big cliffhanger. But at the end of the day, I don't think she's going to turn on Danielle. I will be shocked if she does turn on Danielle
Okay.
because she might think she had to.
Let's have a bet.
All
I'm
right.
going to bet that Brittany votes Danielle. You're going to bet she votes Ivar.
I am betting.
I'm thinking
All right,
it's
what are we
Danielle.
betting? What are we betting? Money?
I don't know.
Money or some kind of, I don't know,
Something fun.
something fun. We got to think of what the bet is.
Okay, we got to think about it.
We got to think. But I do think she's going to ultimately vote for Ivar.
Yeah, all right.
I think they're just trying to lead us in that direction. But if it does happen, I'll be so happy.
Oh, I'll be so happy to
I'll be
have Danielle
so
off
happy.
the show.
And there it is. That's the cliffhanger.
Yes. I was
So-
surprised they left it at a cliffhanger, though. I
Well,
wanted
think,
to know.
You know, they want. Yeah, I know. I want to know too.
But it was another excellent season overall.
And you know what? I'm not gonna be able to. You're gonna be in the city on Thursday night.
Yes.
I'm gonna be in the city. I'm not gonna get to watch this until
the
don't
next
know.
day.
maybe the weekend.
Yeah, the weekend.
Plus, I
right.
have a friend in town, so it's going to be a little. It's going to be a little hard for me to get it in, but I'm not going to be able to control myself.
If I get home a decent time on Thursday. By the way, Thursday.
Where are you going on Thursday? Tell us.
I'm going to the virtual reality event, and it's going to have Evan and Danny there from Page 6
Virtual
hosting.
reality? Is that them?
They host virtual reality, which is a segment on Page 6 from the
Okay.
New York Post.
Right.
And who's gonna be there? Kyle and Carl from Summer House.
Oh my.
And we've got a couple of the ladies from Selling the City, that show on Netflix. So it should be fun.
All right.
And if I
Well,
can
we'll
make my
report-
way over to meet them, I will do everything I can. And I will put some videos up. So look for that, everybody.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll talk about this, and you got to get over there to Kyle and Carl.
I'm going to make my way over. I'm going to do everything I can.
We're gonna
No
try to get
shame.
them,
No
try to get
shame.
them on the pod.
I'm going to try. I'm going to do everything I can to get them on. So.
All right. Well, that's it for the Traitors.
Till next week. The finale and then the reunion.
Oh my, and the reunion. All right, we'll be back to report
We will.
from the Ladies in the Living Room. Follow us at Littler Podcast and on YouTube at Ladies in the Living Room. Thanks,
Yes.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.